public school is spending 1200 rupees on a child for his or her study. If we can introduce voucher system as it is in USA, so definitely if any parents whose income group is whatever income group we fix below that income group, government should give them a voucher of 800 or 900 rupees, then they can go to any of the public schools or any of the schools and they can get best of the studies, I think. We have come a long way.
Now you've also introduced an MIS system for teachers. You're also talking about advanced career progression for teachers. Are these actually feasible with government teachers?
MIS system is that till the time teachers used to run after one officer or other officer, or they used to catch MLA of their area or any of the political personalities to get their transfer. So there was no official platform for them to tell their grievances. By this MIS system, not only that everything is computerized, their transfer posting is also online, their request for transfer is online. If they have complained against their their higher officers, principals or education officers, they can complain it online. They can address to grievances cell online. So this MIS system, they don't need to go to anybody, and within from their school, they can, every problem is addressed from there.
You have also suggested that the management of a lot of government schools should be handed over to NGOs or to corporate foundations. Is something being done along those lines, or this is just a suggestion?
See, we are preparing a public-private partnership cabinet note, and if cabinet give an approval on it, as I have mentioned you earlier, that the pay scale, the fee structure should be the government fee structure, and we can always welcome NGOs and public participation in that.
Tell us about your other portfolio, since we don't hear too much about that from you.
Education is basically my passion, and I do thought that it's lot to be done in education, and by the God grace, in last 3-4 years, education have been the main focus also of media. That's why people hear a lot about me in education. In tourism also, since last 4 years, there is a tourism boom in Delhi.
How do you balance out between these two portfolios and your constituency?
See, that is one of the biggest problem. Education tells you to stay every day in your office to meet lots and lots of people, and tourism tells you to remain out of your country or out of your state. So they are totally, I think, different to each other, and just opposite to each other. So sometime I do feel lots of problem. I do face also, but people of my constituency have been very kind to me, and they have been very cooperative to me, and I have also tried my level best that whatever best I can do for them, I should do that.
Now, a lot of people I spoke to said Arvinder Singh Lovely is very close to Delhi's Chief Minister.
There are lots of people saying other things also, but yes, being her cabinet minister, she is our leader in Delhi.
Well, one of the reasons cited for that is that now that ticket distribution is almost around the corner, you're one of the few people whom no one is opposing.
See, that has more to do with my constituency people and the Congress workers, their love and affection for me.
Arvinder, you are an MLA, you hold various portfolios, and you call yourself an organization man. Going forward, are we going to see you play a bigger role in the party or again in the cabinet if Congress comes back to power?
That depends upon the party high command, wherever we are a soldier of this party and wherever they find us fit. And whatever the job party assigns to us, so I'll try my level best to perform over there.
But in the next 5 to 10 years, where do we see Arvinder Singh Lovely?
This is for the time to say. I just cannot say anything, but I can only say that I'm not from a family of politicians. I am in politics because of my passion to serve people and passion to do something for the country.
Arvinder Singh Lovely, thank you so much for talking to NewsX.
Thank you.
We spoke to some people about Arvinder Singh Lovely. Here are the reactions.
Mr. Arvinder Singh Lovely, who is our education minister, he has really done a very good job. And after his becoming as the education minister, the results have considerably improved. The levels of education has definitely improved. And I'd like to say that he has done a remarkable job.
As his name says lovely, he is lovely in talking only. He is lovely in talking only. Hardly available on telephone, right? And he is prompt in giving replies, but if that promptness comes in work, I would have appreciated.
Arvinder Singh Lovely is a very young and dynamic politician. He has been working in Congress for last so many years. He was connected with NSUI, then Youth Congress, and now this is his second term in Delhi Assembly, and he has been minister, I think, for the last 5 years. And he is working very hard, and I wish him good luck, and I hope that he should be a role model for others also.
That's it in this episode of Governing India, the New Brigade. We'll be back next week with some more young politicians.